Hello friends, very good morning and welcome to the EduSite Network. Our today's topic of discussion is part of our series on resource management and design application, and our today's specific topic is the study of colors. Rather interesting topic it seems, and for this lecture and discussion we have this in our studio Dr. Nilima Asthana,
Hello.
Assistant Professor, Department of Education, Lady Irwin College, University of Delhi. She has been teaching for more than 2 decades and her specialization amongst many includes home science education and human development. And with this I welcome ma'am and also request ma'am to begin our today's lecture.
Yeah, thank you Urvashi, and today I will discuss a very interesting topic with you, that is the study of color, and it comes under the broad area that is resource management and design application. So color is a very important aspect of everyday's life and everyone's life. It makes your life colorful, interesting and blessed, you can say, and you always feel happy when you are in the colorful environment. And in the today's stressful environment, it is important to have colorful environment, to be cheerful always and be happy. So I will discuss with you the study of colors. So color, what is color? When light falls on an object, that object absorbs some of its hues and some are reflected and thus give the object its color. White object reflects all the hues in the light, whereas black object absorbs most of the hues. Therefore, we can say the ray of light is the source of color, and white color contains all the colors. Whenever light falls on an object absorbs all the lights and it reflects the color of its color's light, and that is why we are able to see the color of that particular object. For example, red. If an object is red, then the red, all the colors will be absorbed of the light and red will be reflected, and we can see the red color. So we can say white object reflects all the hues in the light, whereas black object absorbs most of the hues, and that is why we can sense a particular object black when when there is all the colors of the light are absorbed by that particular object. Now I will come to sources of color. We can say that a particular surface is colorful, but what are the sources of colors? You can say there are 3 sources of color. One is light. As you all have seen the colors of rainbow, and if you have done this practical in your physics classes or science classes, then you would have found that a ray of light is when passed through a prism is dispersed in 7 different colors, and these are known as Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, orange and red. And in a way it gives 7 colors of the light, and those 7 colors are visible in a rainbow also. So, and rainbow, similarly rainbow is formed after the rains. The second source you can say is nature. You will find so many colorful things in nature, green vegetables, colorful fruits, colorful birds, colorful plants, flowers. So you will find so many colorful things in nature, and at times we prepare natural dyes out of these natural products, and these natural dyes are very much pleasing and good for skin. So nature also is the second source of colors. Red tomatoes, green leafy vegetables, radish white, carrot red, papaya yellow, and in this way you will find number of good colors in nature. The third source is chemical, and whenever we, as you all know, copper sulfate it is blue in color, or salt it is white in color, or there are so many chemicals or salts you can say which gives which give color to the object. And whenever we dye our clothes in synthetic dyes, these are chemical dyes and give very vibrant and bright colors because these are chemicals. And all of you these days after certain age start coloring your hair, and you try to give different types of color to your hair, and those dyes are also chemical in nature. But you can say henna is also there, which gives orange color or very good dark orange shade. So henna is natural dye, and there are certain chemicals which are available these days in market. So there are three sources of light, sources of color. One is light, second is nature, and third is chemical. Now come to color system, because everywhere whenever you find certain settings, certain adjustments, certain planning, whether decoration inside home or outside in the city, you will find certain color scheme, color system. And these color systems are divided into, there are mainly three color systems. These are prime color system, MUNSELL color system, and Ostwald color system. These three color systems are very much related to each other, and you will not find very remarkable difference between these three, because anyhow there are certain number of colors, there are certain number of different types of colors, shades, tints, and these three systems explain the color system. The prime color system is very common, and it is widely used. So all colors have been classified into 5 groups by Prime. Prime was the person who invented this prime color system. Designed color wheel in order to understand colors. He also designed a color wheel. Color wheel is made up of 12 colors. 12 colors, there are 3 primary colors. These are red, blue and green. Whenever you mix 2 primary colors, it gives secondary color. So there are 3 secondary color, and these are purple, yellow and orange. When we mix red and blue, it gives purple. When we mix red and blue, it gives purple, yeah, green and red, yellow. So, and you will find these colors in the color wheels. So secondary colors are 3, intermediate colors are 6. We mix 1 primary and 1 secondary color, and these 2 colors together give secondary colors. So come to the color wheel. There are 3 primary colors, blue, red and yellow. Blue, red and yellow, yes. Then green, blue and yellow when mixed together, then it blue and green when mixed together, it gives blue. Green and blue gives purple. Red and green when mixed together. Red and yellow when mixed together, it gives orange. Red and blue when mixed together, it gives purple. And orange, yellow and blue when mixed together, it gives green color. So on left hand side there are 3 primary colors, on right hand side there are 3 secondary colors, and in a big wheel you can find 3 primary and 3 secondary colors. So primary colors are red, yellow and blue, and secondary colors are orange, purple and green. In this figure also, these all the 12 colors you can see separately, and you can find the relation also. So 3 primary colors, red, yellow and blue, 3 secondary colors, orange, purple and green, and 6 tertiary colors or intermediate colors. You can say when we mix 1 primary and 1 secondary, like blue, green or yellow or orange So in a way you will find the mixture of one primary and one secondary color as tertiary color or intermediate color. This is again the color wheel. It shows the primary colors, secondary colors and intermediate colors. So again you can see, you can have some idea about the secondary and primary and intermediate color. For example, when we mix red and yellow, it gives orange. Orange and yellow gives yellow orange. Orange and red gives red orange. Similarly, when we mix red and blue, it gives purple, and purple and red gives red purple. Similarly, blue and green gives blue green. So in a way it is, there are 12 colors in a color wheel. This is the color wheel. It is bit clear, and the inner circle which is white, it indicates that white light is the source of color, ray of light is the source of color, that is why it is denoted as white. And as I told you earlier, white contains, white light is the source of colors, sorry, white color contains all the colors. So there are 12 plus 3 plus 3 plus 6, 12 colors in the color wheel, and these colors are quite distinctive in this color wheel. The next is MUNSELL color system. In colorimetry, the MUNSELL color system is a color space that specifies colors based on 3 dimensions: hue, value and chroma. As we discussed 3 dimension while we study surface, like 3 axis, width, length and height. Like similarly, there are 3 dimensions of color, and that is why sometimes we get 3D effect while we paint differently. So it is hue, value is lightness or darkness, and chroma is color purity or color intensity. The MUNSELL color system was innovated by or created by, you can say, Professor Albert H. MUNSELL in the first decade of 20th century. Earlier color systems had placed color into a 3-dimensional color solid of one form or another. MUNSELL was the first to separate hue, value and chroma into perceptually uniform and independent dimensions, and that is why we sometimes cannot distinguish that whether this is exactly a green color or something else is a green color, when you will have hundreds of green color in front of you. And as today's world is very much digital, so you can have so many different shades of one color. You cannot easily identify which is the exact color. And the thing is, there are 3 primary colors. When we mix in equal amount, means half yellow and half red, then only we can get perfect orange, and that color, the red color and yellow color should be perfect. So MUNSELL was the first one who gave this kind of characteristic to the color, and he discussed hue, value and chroma in color system. So this is the basically MUNSELL color system, and you will find not exactly the entire color wheel in one color or one portion in one color. There are hues, there are tints, there are increasingly darker or increasingly lighter. So this is the MUNSELL color system. It talks about 3 dimension of the color. So I will discuss with you the hue. What is hue? Hue is warmth and coolness of color. You can say at times during summers we need cool colors. So what is cool and what is warm? In winters we say we should have warm colors. So hue explains the warmth or coolness of a color. There are more than 1500 hues, and these days you can have so many indefinite types of hues because digitally we can mix up and give different kind of colors. And these days there are so many gadgets which also give us the chance to create our own color systems. All the hues have been divided into two groups, and these are warm hues and cool hues. So warm hue is the dominance of two colors. It is associated with sunflower light because we are talking about warmth or heat. So we always associate the warm hues with sunflower or light, and the color of sunflower is usually yellow and orange. So dominance of yellow and orange defines the warm hues, and they appear to reduce the size of an object. So it is very important to understand the dimension of the rooms whenever we go for our color in the house or in our room, because if the room is smaller, then if we paint it with warm colors, then it again will become more small. So to make it larger, to make it look larger, it should be painted with cool colors. So it appears to reduce the size of an object. Similarly, the hues are used in different areas. For example, in clothing, in gardening, in selecting material. So we always use hues of one color. So you can say these are the warm hues, yellow, orange, red. You can say this give us a kind of impression that things are coming towards us. It is in this picture you will find warm hues in drawing room, and it gives a kind of cozy feeling. A bigger room could be made more proportionate by using warm hues. You can see the curtains of orange color, and the color of sofa is again orange. So there are shades of orange, and the flooring is also very much similar to that color. So this is the use of warm hues in a drawing room. Again you can find the use of warm colors in room. The lowermost is the flower arrangement. You will find all the warm colors in that flower arrangement: red, orange, yellow, and very little green or purple. And these kind of flower arrangements look good in big rooms where you can you have enough space, and it goes well with the area of that room. So this is the arrangement with all the warm colors. Actually this is a painting, so you can have the use of different hues in any area of art, whether it is a floor decoration or wall decoration or painting or clothing. Colors always play good role. In the third picture you will find again the use of warm hues in the drawing room. These are the fabrics of warm hues: orange, yellow, shades of red. So fabrics and linens, these are also in the using warm hues. These are the colors in the color wheel. You can say there are 12 colors in the color wheel. So 6 colors give the colors of warmth, and these are yellow, orange, red, purple. So half of the color wheel you can say is that contains warm colors. Now the cool hues. Cool hues, colors like blue and purple dominate the cool hues. Colors associated with sky, ice, water and foliage, and it gives a kind of it gives a very soothing effect, and peaceful effect to our mind, to our body. So the colors which are associated with sky, ice, water and foliage, these are the cool hues. And cool hues appear to deceive, means it gives the impression of like the area is big, means walls are going away from our sight. So it gives us a feeling of larger rooms, or if the dress are having cool hues, it gives you a feeling of lightness. So they make the object appear larger. The wall of the room have light and cool colors so as to make room larger. As you saw in the previous picture, the half of the color wheel is having warm hues and the half of the colors wheel is having cool hues. So you can see the purple, greens, blues and yellow green, these are the cool hues, and everywhere wherever we want to give this feeling of deftness or lightness or slimmer personality, we use cool hues. In the picture you can see and understand the effect of cool hues. It gives you a feeling of peace, very soothing, and you can sit and feel relaxed in these kind of settings. And we usually put up these kind of paintings also in our house when we give try to give the feeling of the one aspect is giving the impression of larger rooms, and the second is it is peaceful and gives you a relaxing atmosphere. Again, there are few paintings you can see, all of these contain blue and green. The left side, the picture which is having blue colored carpet, gives the impression of very large room and large flooring. Likewise, the uppermost picture is having snow. The lowermost picture is showing greenery, whether it is a cactus in the desert. It also the cactus also gives a very good feeling when it grows in the desert, and blue colors, flower arrangement, so soothing, and it gives a very relaxing feeling when you arrange these kind of flowers in your bedroom or drawing room. Now this photo will give you a clear picture of warm hues and cool hues. You can find the different colors in different shades. Exactly the half of the color wheel is cool and half of the color wheel is warm. So you can start with from red to yellow green, and you will find different shades and tints which I will be discussing in next slides. So these are the colors in different shades and tints, warm colors, and from exactly the green to purple, these are the cool colors in different shades and tints. Apart from warm hues and cool hues, there are few colors which do not come under any category, and these are the brown, black and grey. The next quality of the color as given by MUNSELL is value. Value of the color denotes its lightness or darkness. The color of highest value is white, since there is no color brighter than white, and the color of the lowest value is black, since there is no color darker than black. So between black and white, we try to explain the quality of color, and that is value. So you can very well understand yourself that whenever we add a little white to a color, the shade of that color changes. So you can say there are 100 of degree of color or so many different types of shades of same color could be obtained, and all the colors fall somewhere in between these two to increase the value of color. Look at this picture. You can find blue, and the value of blue, it starts with very dark blue, light, and it is becoming lighter, and at the end you will find very light blue color. And you can see in nature also, whenever you are near to any source of water, sea or river, you will find this kind of picture, this kind of scene, where you will find value of different colors. You can see the value of blue, the green, the white, the different colors of the nature flowers. In this painting, you can see the value of green in the upper part of the picture, and lower part of the picture gives the value of, it is black and white. So you can see from totally black to totally white, there is a scale. It contains gray also, different shades of gray, you cannot say which gray. So different light gray, dark gray, black, white, very light gray. So this is the value of the color, and it gives very good impression when we use the different value of the same color. And these days you can find in your mobile, even when you click a picture, you can give it different colors by using different kind of application. So you can understand it very well by using your mobile. And these days children learn so many things through their mobile, because they get this kind of application in their mobile. So a color lighter than ordinary value is known as tint. So exact green, we need to find which is the exact color. So a color darker than ordinary color is known as shade. So whenever we mix white in a color, it gives us the tint of that particular color. For example, green, light green, light green, light green, and last is white in the first row, and in the second row, last is the black. And as we are mixing black from the left hand side block, it is giving a kind of shades. So tint and shades, the upper portion is tint. You can say in the same line or same object, tint and shade. If we move from right to left, it is tint, or right to left shade, and left to right tint. In the lower part of that picture, if we move from left to right, it is shade, and right to left, it is tint. So whenever we mix white, the color becomes tint of that particular color, and if we add black, then gives us the black. And similarly, if we mix white in red, then it becomes pink, that is tint. And if we mix black in red, then it becomes maroon, and that is shade of red. So we should be very much clear which is tint and which is shade. You can find the tints and shade in the same color wheel. All the shades, you can say a few shades are tried to be shown in this wheel of all the 12 colors of the color wheel. So if we take red color and to one part we add white and to other part we add black, the first one will become pink, which will be known as tint, and tint is always of high value. We say that it is high value color, and the other will be maroon and will be known as shade of red, and it will be of low value. So if white is mixed, then it is of high value, and if it is black is mixed, then it is of low value. So again, it is this slide which is tried to show you tints and shade in the same wheel. For example, green, the shade could be olive and tint could be mint. Blue, the shade could be midnight blue and the tint is powder blue. Similarly, red, pink and maroon as we discussed. Orange, it becomes rust when we add black and it is the shade of orange, and it is salmon when we add white in that. So, it is quite tough to give different names to the colors also, because yellow is when we mix white it becomes lemon, and we mix black it becomes mustard. So, when it becomes lemon or when it becomes yellow, it is very tough to identify. Even then, these days through the use of computer, we can have exactly different kind of tints and shades. But it is possible only when we are using chemical dyes. It is very much difficult when we are using natural dyes, because it is very tough to make tint or shade with in natural dye. The third quality of the color is intensity or chroma. When colors are classified according to the brightness or dullness, it is known as intensity. Sometimes you say that it is very bright. You have bought something and you say the shirt is very bright or the shirt is very dull. What does it mean? It is the intensity of color, because bright pink or dull pink, bright red or dull red. So, intensity defines the brightness or dullness of the color. Full intensity colors are bright, and a combination of such colors give rise to bright color scheme. Less intensity colors are dull, they are peaceful and may get monotonous. So, you can find high intensity color in this particular depiction, particular picture of a room or you can say drawing room of any of a palace. So, high intensity colors are used there, and in the lower side you will find a strip which also contains some color, and it stronger intensity and weaker intensity you can understand that. You can also say that it is orange or yellow, but you see that orange is too bright and yellow is too bright, high intensity, and the right side portion is dull, and that is known as weaker intensity. In this slide it is quite clear, high intensity and low intensity. The middle portion is of low intensity and both the sides are high intensity. Though these are the tints and shades of one color, you can say. So, this is about how bright and how dull are the colors. Here also I have tried to show you the intensity of the colors in both the pictures. You can say the red at the extreme left is too bright, or blue is too bright, or yellow is too bright, and the right side blocks are dull. In the lowermost row, the blue is too bright and green is dull. In the second picture, it is denoted as saturated and unsaturated colors, as we say that saturated solution or unsaturated solution. So, if the colors are saturated, then it gives brightness, and if the colors are unsaturated, it gives dullness. Similarly, you find different types of colors in the market. A few colors which are good in quality, standard and branded, they will give you good colors when you use those colors for making any painting or chart. You can say those are saturated and well prepared colors, and unsaturated colors are those which do not give right kind of color to the object. In this picture you can see the high intensity use of high intensity colors. It gives the brightness and cheerfulness to the room. Now the third color scheme is Ostwald color scheme, and it was not very much in use, not very much in discussion these days also. It was devised by the German scientist Wilhelm Ostwald in in the early 20th century. Ostwald's color circle consists of a sequence of 24 hues divided into 8 groups of 3 named yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, turquoise, sea green and leaf green. So these 8 colors in 3 hues, so 24 in total. In his lightness scale, a standard white sample denoted A is linked to a standard black sample denoted P by 13 gray steps, you will find in the next slide, judged visually to be equal in interval, and lettered B to O. The sequence is usually abridged to 8 steps, A, C, E, G, I, L and P. Hues are distributed around the horizontal circumference of the double cone, and white is at the top and black is at its base. Similarly, when we the things which we discuss in intensity and value, a vertical cross section of Ostwald's double cone reveals a pair of color sheets which are precisely complementary in color, each a color triangle showing graded variation of a single hue, with white at the top, black at the bottom and with greatest colorfulness located in the third corner. It has also tried to discuss in 3 dimensions, and the Ostwald color system remained popular for several decades following its introduction, but has now been very largely superseded by the American MUNSELL and Swedish natural color system. So these are the 24 grades as we discussed in the previous slide. So where we discussed turquoise blue and red, yellow, orange, red, purple, blue, turquoise, sea green and leaf green, and you will find those 8 colors. Again it is discussed in this way also, decreasing whiteness and decreasing blackness, through arrow it has been discussed. Full color is the one, and it is decreasing whiteness and decreasing blackness, and in between white and black again he has tried to show the blocks. Now after discussing all the 3 color systems, I would like to discuss with you the color scheme, because color schemes are basically based on the colors of the wheel as well as the other characteristics like hues, value and intensity. So to make any color scheme, color wheel is taken as the basis. There are 2 types of color schemes, related and contrasting. As the name suggests, related means the adjacent color on a color wheel, and contrasting means the opposite colors of the color wheel, and I will discuss in detail in the next slide. This is the color scheme, related and contrasting. Related includes monochromatic and analogous, and contrasting color scheme includes complementary, double complementary and split complementary. So in a way, shortly we can say there are 5 color schemes. I will start with the monochromatic color scheme. As you must be understanding that mono means one. So in monochromatic scheme, it is scheme of one color, and it is used to bring variety, tints and shades of one color. And in the photograph you can find the use of color in different tints and shades. It is monochromatic color scheme. Here it is used in the painting, but we can use in different fields like in our interior decoration or design, construction, dress designing or garden making. You can use this color scheme anywhere. Such a color scheme is pleasing to eyes because it uses only one color, easy to bring about, but danger of being monotonous. Scheme is better in small object. In a whole room it may be dull. For example, if the room is too big and you are using only one color in different tints and shades, it becomes very monotonous. So it is important to use this color scheme very carefully. For example, in the second picture only green and also of only one shade has been used in that picture. You will like this scheme once, but if you are using this room for so many days and you are living in this room, you will find some other color. You will definitely look forward to use some other colors also, and then you may use different types of pillows or colors of table covers or mats. So it is difficult to break the monotony of monochromatic color scheme. In this picture you will find the scheme used in monochromatic color scheme. In the color wheel, one color has been used, has been shown in different tints and shades, and in the bedroom you will find the same color in different tints and shades in the painting also. So in the upper side you will find blue, red and green colors in different tints and shades. So if you are using only one color in your dress or in your bathroom or in your bedroom, drawing room, you can create monochromatic color scheme, but you must be very much cautious to break the monotony of monochromatic color scheme. This is the room where only red and oranges are being used, brown. A few people, it also depends on the individual preferences. Few persons only like to have similar color scheme. Few can have a different colored object somewhere. So it breaks the monotony and gives the attraction to the room. In this slide you will find a blue wheel, color of blue in the uppermost picture, but it looks lively because different shades have been used. Rose, the tile in the side, there is tile using monochromatic color scheme. In the lower side you will find a scenery of using of one color. The next scheme which comes under related color scheme is analogous color scheme. It is also known as adjacent color scheme. Any 3 to 5 neighboring colors in a color wheel are used. Colors are so selected that all of them have one color common. For example, if we are using 3 colors in a color wheel, red, yellow and red yellow. So if we are planning something in our room with these 3 colors, there should be one color common in every setup. For example, if we are using bed sheet, it should have something yellow. If we are having doormat, it should be something yellow. So there should be one color common in this color scheme. It gives more pleasing color scheme, has more variety. Through color wheel it is more clear, analogous. In a first slide you will find that 2 greens, 1 blue, 1 blue purple. These 4 colors can be used. The second slide also gives you analogous color, idea of analogous color scheme, red orange, blue green, yellow green. So adjacent 3 to 5 colors could be used to create analogous color scheme. In a dress, the analog colors are 3 to 5 and it looks good. For example, 3 colors, green, purple and blue green, so it gives a kind of analogous setup in the dressing also. For example, you can use shirt, coat, pant and tie of 3 different colors of the color scheme which are adjacent to each other. These are the different analogous structure. You can see that there are 5 colors or 4 colors which could be used for analogous color scheme. Yellow, red, orange is similarly blue, purple and purple. So any 3 to 5 should be there, not less than 3 and not more than 5. Again, these are the pictures of analogous color scheme. Here I tried to convey to you that we can use also the tints and shades, and those also should be similar. For example, if we start from the center, so all the colors of that tint, if we are moving farther, then we should fix ourselves to one tint or color. We can have deviation also, it depends. There is no restriction when we design something, but the major aspect is it should look good, proportionate and balanced, and I will discuss these principles of design in my next lecture. Then you will understand what is the importance of using colors in right manner. In this picture you can see the analogous color scheme, and it gives very good view of that room because they are using it on white, so it is very much attractive. In these 3 pictures also you can find the adjacent colors in a color wheel in all these 3 pictures. For example, blue, green, then yellow, green. So in a way we are having the analogous color scheme in all these 3 setup. Then in nature, see the analogous color scheme. You can find anywhere if you have some idea. In dress, in this right hand side picture you can also relate it to the color wheel also. So we should always follow certain color scheme in our dressing. Next is complementary. When I discussed initially, there are 2 adjacent and contrast. So complementary is the first color scheme of contrasting color scheme. Here we use 2 colors lying opposite on color wheel are known as complementary colors, and scheme made up of these colors are known as complementary color scheme. So you can see the color wheel. For example, if we are using red and green, it is complementary. Then purple and green, different shade, that is I think yellow green, then it is complementary. Yellow and purple, then it is complementary. So there are 2 opposite colors on a color scheme. In such scheme, one color is given dominance while the other color is kept subdued. Such color scheme appear to be valid. You can see the color scheme, complementary color scheme in the these pictures also. So dress, blue dress with orange accessories, complementary. Similarly, we can use the complementary color scheme in the bedroom, drawing room also. Next is double complementary color scheme. So 2 of the complementary colors are used, therefore 4 colors are taken. They form the better X on the color wheel. So for example, if we are using red, green, blue and orange, in a color wheel you will find that it is making an X. So this scheme, if we are using, it is double complementary color scheme. You can see in this slide also double complementary, also again with tints and shades. So it gives very good impression. So double complementary color scheme in this picture, you can see. If you relate it with color wheel, you will find 4 colors of the color wheel. Then last one is split complementary color scheme. So any primary colors are taken, 2 opposite complements are left out. You can see split complementary. It gives a structure of Y letter Y is formed, colors on both sides of complements are taken. So we avoid the exactly opposite color, and adjacent two colors are taken to make this scheme, that is split complementary. So one color of the two that sit on either side of its complement. It is easier to explain in this way. So red, we are taking yellow, green and blue, we are leaving green, so it gives the split complementary color scheme. In this slide also you can see the split complementary. Purple, we are avoiding orange, we are using yellow, green and yellow, orange. So split complementary in setup, you can see. So that is all about the color scheme. Apart from that, we can say that triad and tetrad also color scheme, but it is quite similar to complementary color scheme.
Right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for this very interesting, in fact a very colorful, vibrant presentation we had today in our studio. So, ma'am, very briefly, as you were talking about color schemes, and you mentioned how there are different color schemes, and by observing them you can bring together a very beautiful picture, a very beautiful arrangement, or say a combination. So can we also say that these very color schemes are also taught in say designing schools, the fashion technology schools, and they also follow them?
Yeah, actually color scheme is the you can say element of art. An element of art should be taught in every discipline where we are designing something. For example, in art classes it is very much obvious. When we are studying something fashion and clothing, then again colors are very much important. Then interior decoration or building designing or anything. So use of color, and anyways if we are buying something for ourselves, we should be very much careful about what to wear. For example, I discussed with you warm hues and cool hues. If you are very plump and short in height, you should avoid warm hues. So it gives you very the feeling of being more shorter. And,
Right. So, ma'am, as you mentioned, we talked about hues and we talked about warm hues and cool hues. So, warm hues we normally associate with dark colors.
Bright colors.
Bright colors.
Like the colors which are in sun, orange, yellow.
Right, very dark and bright colors, as you said.
Or fire. The color of fire.
Which are very striking if one sees from far.
It gives you heat.
Yes, absolutely. But we saw that in the cool hues you mentioned a color like purple. So that would not come under a warm hue.
No, it will not come. And if you are trying mix and match, you can try that also. But anyways, purple, blues, white, green, color of nature. So these are cool hues.
Right. And we also come across these terms as when we go to the market to buy things, you know, we get to know that there's not just one color, but there are different shades to a single color. So which can be suitable maybe from one person to another.
Again, texture gives some different kind of reflection of that particular color.
Absolutely. We often see that some colors have such a quality that they will probably brighten your complexion or make your complexion dull. Colors also have that power also.
And we actually, time is not that much, otherwise these we teach this also, effect of colors on personality. Because if you are your complexion is very fair or not very fair, so which type of colors should you be wearing?
That, I think that's a very interesting thing. Maybe in our
in the next unit when we will discuss fabric and apparel, then we may discuss this.
Then we can discuss this, and I'm sure that a lot of people, now number of viewers will be interested in knowing what they should wear and which color will suit them.
And I tried to make it simple to make it more
since it's our introductory lecture of our series also, so it should be very basic in that sense. And ma'am, you talked about value. We talked about colors like black and white. So how do we call this value? What are we trying to assess through this term?
Actually, as I told you, that white is of the highest value and
yes,
black is of the lowest value.
Right.
So whenever you will find, wherever you find black dress, it gives you a different kind of impression. White, it gives you different kind of impression. And when we mix black and white, the color becomes, the characteristic of the color changes very fast, and you can sense that change in the color. For example,
absolutely,
pink and maroon. Pink, when we talk about pink, it gives you a feeling of
it's a very soft color,
soft
yes,
and beauty.
Yes.
Maroon,
it's a bit wild or a bit bright in that
yeah.
sense. Absolutely, ma'am. So, and I was just, when I came across the term tint, can we say tint is a reflection of a certain color?
Actually, it is not reflection, it is the mixing of white in which amount.
Okay.
So, it gives the, pink is the tint, maroon is the shade.
All right.
Yeah, if we mix in the basic color black, then it gives shade.
Right.
And white, then it gives tint.
Right, right. Ma'am, a very interesting discussion this has become, but since we have come to the close of our time, we shall have to bring this to a close definitely. And thank you so much, ma'am, for being here today and talking to us. Of course, friends, the series shall continue, and tomorrow shall also be a lecture as part of this series by another subject expert. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.